Hey pals, it's Sassy Cassie, and welcome back to another reaction video of Inuyasha. Before we get started, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers and anyone watching this video. Thank you so much for watching and continuing to follow me on this journey. I would also like to give a very special thank you to my patrons. Now, previously on Inuyasha, we have kind of potentially, I actually don't know where we're going, but potentially have wrapped up this whole Koga rivalry bit for now. Obviously, they're going to be rivals for a very long time, not just in terms of fighting, but also in Kagome's affection, ? But I really appreciated how we went from the very I don't want to say lovey-dovey stuff, but a more lighthearted aspect of it to a really, really strong, bitter rival, truly showing the bitter rivalry that they have developed. And even showcasing how Inuyasha wasn't going to fight him because he knew that it was Naraku's trick, but he will fight him because he almost hurt Kagome. So they were able to save him though at the end to help him with the fake jewel shard that this other person, new character that got introduced, gave Koga. Kagura? There's a lot of K names, and that's saying a lot because I have a K name. I usually appreciate a good K name because everyone's a C. So many C's out there, but you know what? I appreciate a good K name. And Kagura is the essence or a part of Naraku, and I still am fully saying that he recently, because we haven't seen her, we haven't seen any semblance of any type of minion. But I think that with the recent events with him facing Inuyasha, the Wind Scar, even the Sacred Arrow, he has created this minion to be his boots on the ground test subject to kind of see how these abilities are working, because he was shocked that they actually were able to defeat him, or at least put a stop to him. Maybe not fully defeat him, but put a stop to him. And I think that he's trying to find a way around that so that he can't be surprised by their attack, which I think is very smart and nefarious for a villain. But he's very meticulous in planning all of his schemes. So it's not that surprising, but it makes him, again, more interesting. He still relies on other people to do all of his bidding, but I think that's just his point. Especially because if he is in fact a half demon and he's waiting to become full demon, maybe he is using other people and all these tricks because he doesn't quite have the power, even though he is pretty powerful, but I don't know. Anyway, we're going to get into this episode. I'm not sure where we're going from here, whether we're going to get more of this Koga Inuyasha rivalry. Are we gonna maybe, I don't know, they're always looking for jewel shards, but are we gonna have some jewel shard stuff? Are we gonna go, we've already gotten some more Naraku shenanigans, so maybe we're gonna get some Kikyo or Susomaru stuff, I don't know. But there are many routes, and they do tend to rotate a little bit, if not, piling onto each other. Now we have this other whole aspect with the Koga stuff, so I'm very curious where we're gonna go from here. Oh, and before I forget, just another reminder to let me know about any fillers that are on technically the filler list, but you guys think are worth watching. Again, I might have to watch them out of order just because of timing, because I took a very long hiatus that I didn't mean to take because of my loss of my family. So just let me know if you guys have anything that I should circle back to eventually, and also about the movies. That'd be great. I'm probably going to put some kind of post on, or some kind of post on my YouTube and probably on my Patreon as well. But it doesn't hurt to ask, to keep asking, keep putting the fillers out there, Oh, right. We did get a little recap on all the people that Naraku has affected that we have dealt with so far in the show. Maybe not everybody, but a good little chunk. Especially the main part, the reason this whole story got started. Also, I don't know if I've asked this before, but why that specific animal mask, Is there, a significance to that type of mask? Symbolism, I should say. I'm gonna look that up. I'll write a note.
Brother Kohaku, and setting him against her. Naraku, the despicable despicable coward who never sullies his own hands. Someday we will get him.
Kagura's dance and Kanna's mirror.
Oh, we're still continuing with this Kagura girl. Alright. Not expecting that. I fully thought maybe we were going to get something Sesshomaru or Kikyo.
Good point. And she couldn't have been Miroku in disguise, seeing as she knew so little about us.
In any case, whatever her story might be, if she's been created from Miroku, then I'm not interested in her.
Well, it's not like you're gonna go out with her. Could you try and stay focused, please, Miroku?
Yeah.
Such a fool. I only need to create more.
That's really interesting. And you know what? I know this already, that the characters here are pretty smart. They don't dawdle and trying to figure out what's going on. They can take inferences based on what they saw and what they have, like, heard her say and observations and stuff, just like, and make inferences like that. I just think that's so interesting.
Meaning Miroku has recently gained some kind of new powers?
It's the jewel shard. Thanks a lot, Kikyo.
With the blows that you received from Tetsaiga, I was able to comprehend the power of Inuyasha's sword. Go forth now, Kagura. Your sister, Kanna, has already been dispatched.
He made more? I'm sorry. Oh, not an ice apparition. At least I'm going to assume she's an ice apparition. And maybe I'm just wording that way because of Yu Yu Hakusho. I don't love that show.
What course do I have?
Over there! It's her! We have found Koharu!
If only you were right. Oh! I thought it was the ice apparition girl.
You seem to be no more than ordinary men.
She is not Koharu, my lord. Such beauty. Bring her with us. Yes, sire.
Right, because that's gonna work out. She's got a giant weapon.
She's in danger. I must help.
No, you don't!
I appreciate Inuyasha jumping in there to help, but also Sango could have done it herself.
It is you, Master Miroku. You've returned. Miroku, how I've missed you.
Huh?
I take it we met in the past?
I am Koharu.
Koharu? Oh, you don't say.
For 3 long years, I have waited.
Koharu! I almost didn't recognize you. How very providential meeting you like this.
Mm-hmm. He doesn't know.
A wondrous day.
Hmm.
Eat up.
A kind gesture from you when you happened by our village to perform an exorcism.
Right.
So your name is Koharu, and how old are you?
I'm 11.
Are you? Koharu, would you consider having my children?
You asked an 11-year-old?
Something the matter?
Yes, so many things. So many things. Miroku, I had faith. I had faith in you.
Would it change matters if I told you I haven't laid a finger on the girl?
That seems hard to believe.
Well, she was still a child.
Miroku had to take leave of our village shortly afterward. I knew that one day he would return for me. I believed it with all my heart.
Right.
As of late, I noticed the Keeper of the Oil's young lord leering at me.
No. I don't approve of Miroku's behavior, but I also don't approve of that behavior.
And that's why you ran away? Yes, I struck him with some firewood until he lay motionless. Okay. Please, Miroku, won't you take me with you?
Koharu.
I have nowhere else to go. Besides, I am an adult now. I am able to bear your children. She's even younger than me.
Yeah.
Things really were different back then.
That is fair. In feudal era, things were a little different. People didn't live as long. People had children much sooner. But still.
Still, we cannot simply abandon the orphan child.
True enough. Perhaps she can accompany us until we find a suitable family that can take the girl in.
At the least, seeing it was you who asked her to bear your children.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that. I ask the same question every single time I meet a new girl.
Mm-hmm.
Every girl except one, maybe.
Songo, would you consider bearing my...
Spare me, would you?
Oh my gosh. Maybe because he knew he's terrified of you because you're a demon slayer.
Fell in love with? He is. I remembered him every day that passed. I knew we'd meet again. And the thought of that helped me through the hard times. That's first love. I am so happy. So happy I could die.
Don't say that. Don't say that. Especially the way you're looking in the water. No. And then the music. Don't think so. This is bad juju if I ever saw one. Oh no, I bet you she can see the reflection in the water with her mirror. It's not going to end well. I don't feel like it's going to end well anyway. I'd like to hope that they can help her, but somehow it's not going to turn out, and I already feel it in my bones.
You see, the demon I pursue is more devious and formidable than any other. Parting like this is difficult for me as well.
Of course.
Does it look like he's setting her straight?
From up here, it looks more like he's seducing her. Letcher, he's all over the girl. A parting like that'll make her fall deeper in love. Why are you staring?
I might just be imagining it, Songo, but is there a little jealousy thing going on here?
Mm-hmm.
It's your imagination.
Of course. Of course. Oh. I don't know. I've been so focused on, like, Inuyasha and Kagome. I've never thought about Miroku and Songo. They just don't seem like they... I don't know. Maybe just because Miroku is just a flirt. But he has his serious moments, so there's that.
She's crying. She shouldn't waste her tears on that creep.
Mm-hmm.
Inuyasha.
Wow. He's surprisingly caring.
Fine, we'll stay here the night and set out in the morning. But no tears in the morning, alright?
He's such a big brother. He's got that nice, especially towards kids, I guess. Or maybe not. I don't know. He's soft-hearted. Even though he pretends not to be.
Thanks for going to all this trouble.
No. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. Oh, they just took her soul. But why? What are you gonna do with that soul?
What's wrong?
We're surrounded.
Pardon?
I fear the meal Koharu took so much trouble to prepare will go cold.
Yeah. Strange, though, that there's no scent of demons in the air.
Let's go survey the area.
Oh, does she take over everybody in the whole village? Fine.
Are you from the village?
They seem to be under some kind of spell.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so.
Now, let me guess. It's gonna be very zombie-esque. They're gonna be able to get back up and whatever.
What's going on out
I
there?
feel, though, because she got taken over before the
Something
meal was
dreadful has
made.
happened. What's the matter, Koharu? A demon got inside and attacked the elder and his wife.
But how would you know that? How did you escape? Guys, think about this. Think about it so carefully.
I only caught a glimpse of it. But one thing doesn't make sense. Why didn't Inuyasha and Miroku sense a demon?
And how would she know it was a demon?
There it is!
Nope.
She vanished.
Mm-hmm. Somehow. Either they're gonna get trapped and then somehow break out and then break all the other souls out, or it's not gonna work and then the other, whatever her name, Kagura is gonna come. You know, I fully thought she was gonna catch it, and I would have been like, that's so cool. But it would make more sense for her to get hit, because they were not expecting it to be reflected.
Kagura, that young girl is the demon? Koharu, what are you doing? Look into my mirror, give your soul.
Or is her... You know, I thought her sacred powers might protect her for a second, but I guess not.
Inuyasha! Use restraint! The villagers are under someone's spell. We must not harm them.
He's not using his sword, so, you know...
We are getting anywhere.
I mean, his punch is probably still hard.
You would have done well to slay them all. That way they wouldn't keep coming after you.
Kagura, not you again.
And I forgot that she could, like, possess people, because I just assumed it was the other girl. Which means they're dying anyway.
You witch! That must mean that there's a second demon here with Kagura.
Inuyasha, unsheath your Tetsaiga. This time victory shall be mine. What ails you, Inuyasha? Don't tell me you're afraid.
He's not afraid for himself.
Back to the house and help the girls.
Of course I will. What about you?
You know what?
Right. You know, I can appreciate that though, because he's thinking of maybe like the bigger picture. He's like, obviously I can't just run after her myself because then they'll follow me, but she's obviously not paying attention to Miroku, so Miroku can go.
I'm on my way!
Your help will arrive too late!
Thank you, Kilala!
I could never sprint up a hill that fast.
Miroku, it was horrid.
I'm here for you. You're in safe hands now.
Don't trust her.
Huh? Stop! What are you doing to my friend?
She's gonna be able to break out somehow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense. It's the end of the episode. Okay, so this episode was very interesting in that, again, I appreciate a lot of the decisions that are being made on both sides. One, Naraku, again, trying to understand the attacks that kind of bested him the last time they were encountered and using memes in order to discover their secrets and how they're used and what, I'm assuming, what could potentially be used to counteract them. Of course, there is the just little fact that, and I really thought it was just because he had just come across this conundrum, but it does also make sense that he was able to accomplish this because he has basically like half the Shikon jewel now. So now he has the power to create essences of himself, essentially. So we see in this episode that he has two sisters, if you will, but I'm curious if he has more than just the two. I would feel like he would, but maybe not. I don't know, because he had that, and now that whole little jar of like pulsating heart flesh looking stuff makes a lot more sense, because because the way he was holding Kagura's heart, if you will, that looked like a big old bowl of hearts. So maybe he has more than one essence. More than two, I should say, because we now confirm that there's at least two of them. But the bowl makes me feel like there's more. So, to the point of Miroku, first of all, I do understand that times were different. People, again, didn't live as long. They had children much sooner. They got married much earlier. I get that. I get that times were different. I also get that, technically speaking, he asked her, but he asks everybody. So it's not like he was making a move on her specifically. And also to that point, I do also understand that Miroku didn't touch her in any type of way. He knew that she was young, and he asked her in a way that would be like, in the future, will you bear my children? Because we know he's asked this before, and we know why. He wants a child to continue on the legacy so that in case anything happens to him, there is somebody to continue to hunt Naraku down, though he hopes it ends with him. To that point as well, it's curious because, again, I've been so focused on Inuyasha and Kagome, and I guess, I just didn't really think about Sango and Miroku, but I do think it's interesting that she has pointed out that he has never really hit on her. Even though he kind of has, but not in the same, he never asked her to bear his children, which is such a wild statement. That is such a wild thing. But again, feudal Japan, not even just feudal Japan, just feudal era, that time frame, times were different, even outside of Japan. So, yeah. Very interesting all around. And to have this girl be the one to basically attempt to kill Miroku, I obviously don't think it's gonna work that way. I think they're going to be able to escape, obviously. I don't know if Miroku's still gonna get injured. I feel like it would make sense if he were to take on or sustain some kind of injury, even fatal or not fatal, because I assume he'll be able to live. I feel like it would be, if they were gonna kill off a main character, I feel like it was a little soon, but maybe not, because Inuyasha's not as long as Naruto, so maybe. But to that point, Miroku potentially gonna get stabbed in the back, or maybe he'll be able to sense that something is wrong. And then also Kagome getting her soul sucked out. There's gotta be some kind of way around that. I know Kagome has found herself in these types of situations before. I just wonder if her soul is gonna be strong enough to potentially resist. Is she, if she does get sucked in, is she somehow going to be able to break the mirror from the inside? I feel like there's lots of possibilities on how this can go. And I'm curious which way we're going to go. So, yeah. For now, though, thank you all so much for watching and continuing to follow me on this journey. And until next time, bye!